Hello there. Thanks for joining us. My name is Lillian Muli and it's time for Fashion Watch. Please use the hashtag Fashion Watch and talk to us about your fashion related questions, and of course send in your comments on the trends we're bringing your way this evening. The Fashion Watch panel in studio this evening, Ian Mbugua. He is a celebrity judge. You remember him from Tusker Project fame. He's also a thespian, and he'll be looking at this week's fashion trends. Also with us on Fashion Watch this evening is award-winning fashion journalist Carol Odero, and she'll be looking at what was happening this week in as far as fashion trends. Also with us, slaying in red ahead of Valentine's Day, Robert Burale. I wish we could see the pants, but actually, well, Robert Burale, he's an image consultant and a motivational speaker, and he'll be looking at this week's fashion trends. So we're beginning with the DSTV Awards, and my apologies, by the way, Annabelle Onyango sends in her apologies. She was unable to be with us tonight. She'll be back next week. Let's start with the DSTV Awards. Let's see who was there and what was happening on the red carpet. So we're starting with Larry Madowo. He's a television presenter, and Mwende Masharia. She's a radio host as well as a TV presenter. This is them at the DSTV Awards. Let's begin with you, Robert. Your thoughts. Actually, one would confuse them for a couple, but I highly doubt that's the case because, of the whole blue thing that they have going on. But what are your thoughts?
I was about to ask, was there a blue theme-ish?
Yeah.
Mwende looks fantastic. Right dress. Let me talk about Larry. Larry's suit is okay. The shirt is fine. The tie is wrong.
The tie is wrong.
Yeah,
why is the tie
for
darker?
such functions, you want a darker color and plain. This is so much an office tie. Everything else is on point. I just wish you went for either all black or a red tie.
And then again, Larry Madowo never disappoints on the red carpet.
No, he doesn't.
His uncles generally are known to dress the part, particularly the gentlemen.
Not all of them.
Really?
Not all of them, no.
Nope.
Madowo dresses well. Madowo, the Ndongs, they dress very well. I just wish he had a plain color tie. That would have just finished the look properly. Yes.
Carol, I want to talk about Annabelle's comment last week about dreads being old and outdated, and that anybody that's still rocking locks is still really doing a 2002 sort of thingy. What do you think about locks generally? I mean, coming from you, who rocks your natural hair, what do you think?
I think Annabelle clarified that was her personal opinion. She just feels like that very strongly. I don't have a problem with her locks. I think you can make locks look very interesting. You can play around with them, you can play around with color, you can play around with styling. It's just like your hair, except it has a different kind of context. So I don't see anything wrong with the locks. I like how she styled it. She didn't just let it all hang. She's tried to put her hair up, which is great for the red carpet, and she's used the hair as an accessory, so she doesn't have to wear any necklace.
Okay. Yeah, Ian, what do you think about this look on Mwende? The reason I asked Carol that question is because do you feel sometimes like this, perhaps the hair takes away the glamour from the very glamorous gown that we're seeing there? Is it just fine? Is the overall look?
It's fine. Okay? It's fine. I mean, it's her hair. It's natural.
Does the hair take away the glamour? What do you mean?
No,
I mean, because they are locks, and traditionally locks are identified with certain things, I suppose. Yeah. It
all depends on how you style it.
Yeah, you can trust.
If they were just down, then it would look funny.
You can dress up your locks. You can make them very versatile. There are a lot of trendy ways to do that.
No, I love the way she looks.
Okay, what do you think? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. And still at the same event, DSTV Awards, again, Carol, let me get your thoughts on this look for you. Is it working? Everything, the black dress, the slit, the clutch. What's this look doing for you?
I think this is what it means when you talk about a basic black, because it's a basic kind of dress for a function. It doesn't have a lot of drama in it. It's a very simplified look, which is fine for her. It has a slimming effect. I'm not sure if that's what she was going for. I mean, she's a beautiful curvy woman. I'm not sure about the shoes. They look a bit clunky to me. I can't see them very well. I think the only thing missing here is just cleaning up the look, just cleaning up the hair to make it look glamorous, and then getting a smaller clutch, because the black already says quite a bit, and then it's good that she's showing some skin so it doesn't overwhelm her. But I'm not sure about the shoes that she's wearing. I don't think they work for this outfit.
The shoes match the hair. They both need to go. The shoes and the hair need to go. Everything else is very nice. But the hair, the shoes, no.
Robert.
No, I think she's just played safe. There is nothing...
Safe with that hair?
She's played very safe, I think, with the dress.
Yes.
I wish the hair was a bit neater, but it's just a very, very plain look.
What's wrong with the hair? I don't know.
It looks a bit untidy.
A bit?
Well, yes.
it's not, I wouldn't say that it's about the hair looking untidy, but generally if you're going for a formal function, then you also want your hair to look like the dress. There's a certain kind of glamour and a certain kind of refinement that you need for the hair.
If she was in jeans and casual, that hair would be okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But for a function like this, that hair, nope.
Agreed.
Okay. What do you think the hashtag is? Fashion Watch. Let's proceed and see who else was there. Okay, let's move away from the DSTV Awards, and we're crossing over to Ghana. Kenya's First Lady Margaret Kenyatta was in Ghana early in the week for talks on health rights. There she's accompanied by other First Ladies from the continent. I want to talk about this look, Carol, on Margaret Kenyatta, the cloak. It's almost similar to what we saw on Diana Opoti last week. I'm not too sure if it's the same thing. But what do you think about this? And then same thing going on here.
Well, I love this cloak of the First Lady. Love it, love it, love it. Remember when we were discussing skirt suits there at the time with Annabelle, and we said it's very difficult to find something fresh to do with a suit, to find something interesting to do with a blazer, or to make a formal look be fashionable and trendy. She's definitely accomplished this. It's a very beautiful look for her. It's very well cut, very clean, very elegant, very sophisticated. And this cape is the kind of look that works regardless of your age. And it can work with casual and it can work with formal wear. And she's definitely pulled it off. You know, the fabric is what, here you can see it's just a fabric that's standing out. Everything else is very minimalist. And I'm glad that her hair is out. I'm glad she doesn't look like all the other First Ladies. She's very distinct. She has her own style and she's keeping it by all means.
Robert, something that Carol said, the fact that she doesn't look like the other First Ladies for you. Margaret Kenyatta, she's fast becoming a fashion icon. Let's talk about, you know, her daring to be different and even embracing African print and African design as she has.
For me, I said this without fear of contradiction. She is the smartest First Lady we have in Africa. And she carries herself the way she dresses. You know, you can dress well but carry it in a very bad way. And this is a case of someone coming to your own house and cooking better food in your own kitchen, because she dresses better than even the West Africans in their own attire, for example. And I think whoever is working on her design, or actually she could be doing it by herself, I mean she could be deciding this by herself, I think she's just pushed the envelope and it has worked out so well for her. And I don't think she needs to try harder than this. She's just come out and she has grace, she has class, and she has panache. Ian, I want to talk about, you know, Robert talked about West Africa. In West Africa, you know, they wear African print in boardrooms. They embrace the African print totally. And we're seeing First Lady Margaret Kenyatta in all these corporate functions, wherever she is, at national events, wearing African print. Your thoughts?
It is nice. It is nice because she's African. But the beauty of her, the way she wears it, is that it's kind of minimalistic. It's not the whole thing that has African print. Like she's worn it here and in the other one. My only thing I didn't like about is the same sort of outfit in two different thingies. She could have just worn either this one alone with something else, but not this and then the other one at the same place. Different.
Okay.
Because it's more or less the same sort of outfit, just different material.
All right, the hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please keep talking to us. What do you think about Margaret Kenyatta's look? Talk to us. Let's proceed. Okay, so this is an all-white party. Last week we talked about a black and white party. This week we're talking about an all-white party. This was hosted by Zari Hassan. Zari Hassan is Diamond Platinum's, you know, the big megastar from Tanzania, his baby mama, or if you like, the mother of his child. And she was in Nairobi last week and she was hosting this party where Heart the Band actually dropped a new album, or is it a single, something like that. Robert, I'll start with you because of your love for Heart the Band.
You know?
So again, we're going to, honestly speaking, this all-white thing is all over the place. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Now, the problem is that sometimes when you start something, we go over the top. Everything all white, all white. In fact, there'll be a black party, but you call it all white. It's over the top. But if I may look at this look, it's fitting, but I wish he had different color shoes. When you say all white, you don't have to wear white top, white trouser, white socks, white shoes, white earbuds, everything white. You break the white, the monotony of the white, with another very colorful pair of shoe. You don't even have to go with a maroon or a suede kind of looking kind of shoe. It would have looked classy, and that's where the West Africans beat us. They know how to break something that brings class into it. Now, what he has looked at, he looks like an usher in the function. Not because the outfit is bad, but just because he has worn the right shoe, the wrong shoe with the right outfit. A suede kind of look would have now taken the added extra into the ordinary. It would have been extraordinary.
Yes. And then white is clean, it's elegant, it stands out. But this guy's interpretation of all white, Carol, he really took it home.
Everything is white.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about white parties is they're very, very difficult to pull off. A lot of people think black is a hard color to wear, but white is actually harder, because white is about it's about wealth, it's about class, and it's about status. So when you're invited for a white party should not just be any kind of event. It's basically, ideally, the idea was formulated behind a yacht out in the sea, so there's a lot of money that's thrown and involved in it. So when you're doing a white party here, then you have to make sure that you have a degree of sophistication. So you go for the minimalist look, or you go for fit, or you go for something classy. If you're going for something sexy, again, it's all about finding that balance, and that's very difficult to do, because white parties are not about the color of the clothes, it's about a mindset. Yeah.
So next week we'll be talking about another white party. Ian, what are your thoughts on this? I
totally agree with Robert and Carol. White doesn't mean you wear everything white. Okay, it's your interpretation. You can have something that is white, but don't go white from head to toe. Surprised they don't have a white carpet.
But also the organizers get something wrong that Carol has pointed out. It comes with sophistication, because now you can't be having all white party and you're having punches and mixed alcohol and with pineapples inside. It also comes with champagne. Not just class. But now you're there and you're fighting with all these brown bottles and it's an all-white party. You got it wrong.
I don't know why you get the feeling this wasn't sophisticated enough for white bed. Okay, let's see who else was there wearing white. So again, yeah, this is definitely not on a yacht, as Carol said. But then again, this is the red carpet, and same event here, all-white party hosted by Zari Hassan. Okay, so let's begin with the girl with the dress, and then we'll talk about with a distressed dress, as Ian points out. Let's talk about this look, Carol.
I'm confused about this party, because it says all white party and they have a red carpet. You have to pick one theme, because that's really confusing. If you're saying red carpet, it's red carpet. There's a very specific look that goes with it. If you're saying white party, there's a very specific mood that goes with it. So you can't combine the two, because it gets confusing. And also it depends. Was this a daytime event, a nighttime event?
Was there a nighttime
they
event.
were clubbing at some point later, because if they were going to go clubbing, then they're dressed for the clubbing part. So then that makes sense. With every white party, there are always people who are dressed just like this. Yes.
Okay, Ian, for you, which look works better?
I like the shoes. Yes.
Which ones? The ones with the trousers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Robert, this is a club setting, so yes, there's going to be a bit of dancing later on, I suppose, and clubbing. What do you think about this look on these girls? They're fairly young, so cut them some slack.
No. This dress is so confused, more than confusion itself. This is a classic case of maybe the tailor had not received full payment and he decided to cut off the dress. You cannot dress like this. Why am I saying that? If you're going to dance, you also don't want the skin and all sweat dripping around your skin if it's going to be a club setting. If it's not a club setting, whereby it's all nice, classy, and you're going to have dinner, then this is also absolutely the wrong thing. What if you're taking a piece of hot meat and it drops on your skin and it leaves a black mark? It is the wrong kind of dressing. You don't, if it's all white, then cover up.
You have way too many scenarios in your head.
No, because I've said, I'm just trying to say, whether it's club or otherwise, it is still not appropriate.
I think it's appropriate for a club. I think it's perfect for a club.
You go like this to a club?
Even that bandage on the
I think
thigh.
it's appropriate for a club. If you're, 25 and below, then it works for you. You have a hot body. It's time to be seen. You're going for a white party. Then you dress like this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Carol. Yeah, they are fairly young, so they can get away with it. But what do you think? What do you?
These are not young kids.
Well, they look youthful.
They do, or maybe their bodies are just, really youthful. Let's proceed. Hashtag is Fashion Watch. This is, there's this socialite term that's used in the country. I don't quite know what it means, but she is Bridget Achieng, I believe, and she was at that party as well, and this is what she wore. Is that real far?
Absolutely not.
Pure imitation.
Yeah, and I think she's gone over the top with the far,
with everything,
without an F, and the blue, whatever, what do you call them?
Gladiators.
Those ones, yeah. I wish just remained with the white without the fake fur, and the gladiators, over the top. I think, but anyway, as you said, socialite. They are principalities in the absurd. So they're just maybe going along with the thing.
Yeah, yes. It's the attention.
Attention seeking.
Everybody will look at me, so I've got to dress like
But
that.
one thing people need to understand, even if you want to attract attention, not all attention is good.
Nah, no.
Yeah.
Carol, I want to talk about fashion-wise. Fur. Can you get away with wearing fake fur if it looks good? That doesn't look too. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you were to write an article about this event and who wore what, would this be an atrocity? That fur that she has over her draped over her shoulders?
Is it a stole?
Yeah, it's supposed to be an imitation stole. I'm not even sure what I would write. I mean, I'm looking at this look in absolute awe that she can get it so bad. First of all, I have to clarify that the real definition of a socialite, if you're a real socialite who comes from money, most of them do not actually look like this. We don't even know of them because they're not, publicity hounds. At the same time, if I was looking at someone wearing fur, it depends on the weather in Kenya. I mean, really, it really just does. If you're going to wear a fur, it probably wouldn't be common. It would be very, very rare. It would have to be really cold, and you would have to really pull it off because it requires a certain degree of class to pull it off.
Is it the same as fake pearls? I'm just digressing.
Fake pearls are fine because there are ways to play around with it and layer it, which of course Robert I know does not agree with. But you can mix them and they have different colors, and
fake
that's actually a trend.
Pearls.
Fake pearls.
I don't think there's anything fake.
There's actually a trend about.
But you can't tell it's fake. I mean, depending on who it's on.
It's all about the styling.
But you know what? You as a person, you know it's fake.
Yeah, ideally.
So even your own identity is wrong. Even when you walk like an apology because you know what you have.
No. Ideally, they're supposed to be fake. You know that they're fake, and you wear them like they're fake, and they're styled as fake.
Do you know how bad it is if someone says, "I love your Louis Vuitton bag," and yet it's without a V?
You just
and you're
say
there saying, "Thank you." It's not even good for yourself as a person.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so no fake stuff. Only pearls, at least if they look like the real thing. Okay, so let's proceed. Hashtag is Fashion Watch. So tomorrow is a big day, Valentine's Day, hence our set here. Thanks to Expose Limited. Thank you very much for the lovely set. We want to talk about red and the fact that a lot of girls are going to step out in red tomorrow. Robert here has started early. The guys as well, I suppose. We'll do a bit of red. So let me talk to you, Robert, about actually just expectations on Valentine's Day. We'll be talking about the dressing with Carol. But expectations from women. Is this a guy affair? Like, are you the guys who are supposed to actually come out and treat women? Should I do something in return as well? Tell us what you're talking about.
No, I think for tomorrow I urge all the men to pay the bill.
Oh, usually they don't?
Some men have this thing, they say, "Oh my goodness, I just forgot my wallet at home." But tomorrow, just step up to the plate, and ladies, you don't have to wear red. It is not cast in stone that you must wear red. You can have a red accessory, but when you all wear red, you look like the red choir all over town. You know, you want to step in and look different. But imagine when you all enter and, "Oh, I like your dress. Oh, you're all red. You're all red." So it looks like a red army. So please you don't have to wear red. You can wear black. You can wear white. Just have a small red accessory. Please, men, get this clearly. When you buy a lady the rose flower, it is wrong for a man to help the lady carry it. Hand it over to her and let her carry it. But
maybe she bought it for him.
If you're a man and one rose has been bought for you, you need to be slapped 17 times.
Why?
You buy the rose, you take the initiative. But also, I see men trying to be romantic, and yet it's totally wrong, that when you buy it, you hand it over to her, she gives you a peck, and you let me carry it for you. And some even go as far as carrying the handbag. Actually,
in the story that Anne Mawase filed earlier, you know, that got quite a bit of reaction on 22422 and on social media as well. And guys have been Googling, what is Valentine's Day? Carol, have we lost the plot? And then again, indeed, what to wear? If at all, you should even make this day a big deal. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Share with us.
I'm going to stick to the clothes. I am not touching the love part. Yeah. But I actually don't think there's anything wrong with wearing red on Valentine's Day. We are making people feel like there's something wrong and that they should really go out of their way to look different, which is going to be even worse than just finding a red that works for you. So if you find red and it is exactly what you want to wear, don't be hearing Robert's head in your voice telling you no red, just do black or do white. If you want to do kangas, do kangas. If you want to do nothing, do nothing. I don't think that there are any rules. The only important rule here is one, and it is very simple. Whose date are you? So long as your date is happy with what you're wearing, it does not matter what other people are going to think.
Okay. Those are Carol's thoughts. Ian, do you want your date showing up in red?
What? Valentine's Day is a waste of time. It is a commercial holiday. The only people who make money are the ones who are selling things. And that is the only reason why it exists. Why set aside a day for love? Every day should be a day for love. Just forget about the whole thing.
I am sorry.
It's ridiculous.
So many times.
It is so ridiculous.
There are people who need it and who want it and who appreciate it.
Because of peer pressure.
There's nothing wrong with love here.
I don't know. Look,
love is what makes the world go round. 24/7, 365 days. And it is not necessarily, it is agape love. But it has been changed into romantic love, which is rubbish.
Ian,
absolute
Ian,
rubbish.
We live in a world we are relational. We can't just all have a
for one day, it's a bloody waste of time.
There's a man who has
waste of time, waste of money.
There's a man who has saved for the last 3 weeks. Let him have his moment.
Yes, you do not have to have this moment with other people, but the people who bought clothes and who've gone shopping.
Go ahead.
I think
and his money are soon parted.
I think what Ian, I mean, maybe touching on is also the pressure, the undue pressure it puts on people. People perhaps who are not in a relationship, people who perhaps you know, don't even have the money to buy into these marketing gimmicks and what have you. So,
and it's very demoralizing. Very demoralizing for the people who are single, who are not going to get flowers, not going to get wine.
No, all I'm saying is don't go beyond your elastic limit to try.
Just don't celebrate.
But Ian, there are some who can. Who can let them do it. But also, let me just give this last tip. Were you men, when you take a lady out tomorrow?
Don't!
Ian.
Sorry.
When you take a lady out tomorrow for Valentine's, please, you make sure you're the one sitting on the side that you look at the exit or entrance.
Why?
So that if there's any danger, it is you as the man to protect.
Danger
so the man is the any time you go on a date,
do you know what
ladies, the man must sit in the position.
Wait a minute, do you know the original Valentine?
That is because if you're a mafia mob king,
no,
then you have to worry about who has that.
A man is a protector. So the first thing, everything around a man and a woman, a man must be in a position, if there's anything that arises that needs him to protect, he comes to the fore.
Like
so understand,
and that's wife or other girlfriend.
What I'm saying is, it's clear, dating etiquette, the man must sit facing the exit.
So what that means is make a reservation. Don't just show up.
Yes. And also, ladies, don't allow a man to sit on your side and push you towards the wall. That is Tim Mafisi.
Waste of time. Don't waste your money, don't waste your time. If you want to show love, go to a children's home. That's love. Go go and help somebody who is the less fortunate.
Yeah, and there are people.
That is love.
That is, people do that. But also
no.
there's
Okay,
a time for people to love each other.
Yeah, that's fine. Those are Ian's thoughts. What are your thoughts? I mean, I actually agree with Ian. I think love should be every day of the week. Love should be celebrated every day of the week. But then again, what do you think? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please talk about how to appropriately wear checked coats, flowered ties, shirts, and bootcut pants. Wow. Okay.
Not together. Definitely not together.
From her jewelry to her heels to her outfits, Margaret Kenyatta is a fashion icon, always simple and yet so classy. Emily, you're saying, who said the plus size can't look awesome? That black long dress is nice, but the hair has messed up everything.
That's what we
That's
said.
what we said.
Okay, Njoroge, the lady with the red dress is very beautiful and upright. She's the real symbol of Valentine's Day. That's Ian throwing up. So the hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please continue talking to us, and thanks for your feedback. I'll have closing remarks from Ian. What are you doing for Valentine's Day, Ian?
It is a normal day like every other day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Carol, your plans tomorrow? Do you want to share?
Pass.
Pass? Robert, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'll be in church tomorrow for Love Blossoms, and then in the evening I'm speaking to singles and couples at Boma Hotel.
Okay, excellent. And by the
What
way,
are you
Marty,
doing for Valentine's Day?
Yes, come on.
Yes,
come on,
there
come on.
are
my son got me a beautiful rose today and made a card for me, so I'm taking him out for pizza
Brilliant.
and swimming tomorrow.
Cool.
That's me and my baby.
That's
That's
nice.
my Valentine. But we have the photo of TD Jakes. Marcy, please.
Yes.
Please, can we have that? To close. Okay, so here we go. So this is Bishop TD Jakes. Actually, this photo was taken in December, but we thought it would be of interest to you. It was posted after a sermon that he was at, and he got a lot of flack from people who saw this photo on his Instagram because they felt that it was ungodly, it was not right for a preacher to wear ripped jeans, and that as the leader of the church he should be setting an example. Remember, Bishop T.D. Jakes is 58 years old. So Bishop T.D. Jakes, you know, responded harshly and said, you know what, this is him, he will wear what he wants. Mchungaji Robert, let me start with you. Because how many pastors do you know that wear red pants? But anyway, Pastor Robert, let's start with your thoughts on this look, on this gentleman who is, you know, quite elderly and, you know, chose to dress this way.
I think he looks absolutely fantastic. He has not dressed like a 25-year-old. I think he has dressed very well, and what he has done with that hat is to maintain the dignity of his age. And people who are saying you're a pastor, you can't dress like this, those are people who are behaving like they are the deputy Holy Spirit. You can't keep on judging people like that. The guy looks fantastic. When a pastor even dresses in red pants, it is okay. So I think he looks good, and you know, the look of having a sweater and a coat on top is not a youngish look. So at 58, I think he looks good. And who said 58-year-olds cannot wear jeans? It's not showing his skin. At 58, I'll wear jeans as long as they're decent-looking jeans. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Can
I have jeans.
just clarify that those jeans are ripped?
Where are they
Which means
ripped?
that they're on the knees, they are distressed.
Are you seeing his skin?
Are.
Yes.
There is
No.
a picture.
Are you seeing his skin?
They actually are ripped,
Actually are
because
ripped, and even when
looking
you're
at this
sitting.
image,
Yeah.
everywhere that the press wrote about this, everybody actually writes that these are ripped jeans. So no, that's not
So,
just
okay, let me ask a
picture.
question.
Go ahead, Carol.
They're saying he cannot wear these jeans because he is a pastor. If he wasn't a pastor, he can wear those jeans?
Well, let me just say, I recall a time when you said nobody over the age of 25 should ever wear ripped jeans. No matter
showing
what
your
the
skin. Showing your skin.
circumstances.
I'm not seeing his skin.
But when
No
he
matter
sits,
what the circumstances.
I'm judging this photo.
When he sits, you can actually see his skin.
I am judging this
so Carol,
photo.
what are you saying?
Well, I am saying that Robert changed his
Double
mind.
standard.
No, I'm not saying his skin.
Yes.
No, listen, show me, where is his skin? If the skin was
I'm
shown,
sorry,
I would
I
have said
thought-
something different.
It doesn't.
But I'm
So
judging on this
Carol
photo.
doesn't approve. You don't approve of this?
No, I
look,
love this
mhm.
look. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with it. I think it's great for 58. It's very trendy, very fashion forward. I think a lot more older men should take fashion risks, and I think it also shows that in fact, when you're getting older, you have more room to take risks when it comes to fashion because you're more sure of yourself. You don't have to imitate someone. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You can just do you, and that's what he did.
Ian,
Yeah.
What do you think about this look on TD Jakes? He actually, you know, came out and said that he complies with the word of God. He just missed where Scripture says that you should not wear jeans on the pulpit.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with what he's wearing. And he's human. First and foremost, he is human. He's not a god. He's not a saint. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with him wearing what he wants. And people are so used to him wearing those sharp clothes, suits. So when they see him in that, they think something must have gone wrong. That's very judgmental.
Yeah, but where does the cyberbullying stop? People can't even respect a man of God, and these are Christians alike, by the way.
Yeah,
Christians are the worst.
People who do cyberbullying are people who don't have any identity. They are very empty on the inside, and they just release their tension, and they want to look important by bringing someone else down. If you understand who you are, you will not be bothered about someone else's issues.
And for me, I just know hurt people hurt people.
True. Okay, thanks for your time. That's all the time we had this evening. We're glad you watched the show. Please continue talking to us using the hashtag FashionWatch. Enjoy your Valentine's Day tomorrow. Ian doesn't believe in Valentine's Day, but enjoy yourself. Love each other, and God bless. We'll see you again next week. Good night.